Is it on?
You're watching T.S. Madison TV.
My God, today. Whatever time it is, it's morning. It's 9 o'clock somewhere, bitch. Get in here and watch the show. Oh. That should go.
Okay, there we go. Hey!
Listen, that's a start over with. There you go, Mo. Don't say I ain't never do nothing for you here.
I never say that.
Don't you ever say I don't do nothing. And it's Friday. Listen. Sister, I don't know what Craig. You met Craig. Craig is my showrunner for all things. You know, Craig. We do his little thing, and you know I have to bring Craig on to have a little organization. So me and Craig gonna get a lot of money together till we leave this earth.
I love that. I was watching y'all last week on Holla. Okay,
You was falling out.
girl, I was falling out. I was watching y'all. I saw the haircut and everything, Craig.
Listen, when I tell you I want to come on and say, meeting Mr. Right, the man of my dreams, and all I wanted true love.
Hey.
With brown cocoa skin and curly black hair. It's just the way he looked at me, it's like he didn't care. Come on. Well, I mean, I have remixed your song so many different times in a dirty way.
Good. I need to hear it so I can put it
said
out.
so many dirty things, like you know, finally Trey come along. The way he put it in me, it was so long and strong. If she only knew the way he feel about me, he just gotta hide it. Oh, I done have said so much stuff. And listen, and that we gotta love. Oh, I was like, girl, this is the stuff that made me a queen. And even though Craig was like a man, that's definitely what made him a queen, honey. We got a love thing. Because right now, Craig got a whole boyfriend at home, and Shantae got a man at home waiting on him. So I call Craig Shantae.
Look, I was telling Craig, I said, both y'all got men, but I ain't got nobody. I said, all I had is men in uniform, Uber Eats, FedEx.
Listen, now they coming in they coming in with that uniform. They coming in that uniform start fitting right. You know, you may end up with a little friend at the end. You know what I'm saying? You never can tell. Listen. So today our show was about, before all these shenanigans was going on.
Okay.
Today our show was about dissecting the lyrics to things or whatever. And Craig and I had came up with like 90s music, and kind of we wanted to tie the genre in, you know, kind of like, you know, with you. A couple of questions that I've had for you was, did you get an opportunity to meet Whitney Houston?
I did, actually. It was funny because I was at the BET Awards, and it was the night that she was like, remember in the movie, they were like, Bobby, get it together. Come on, y'all do the dance moves. And she was in the audience. And this was the first time I had met her. And I was like, oh, man. I was like, she is so beautiful. I just thought she was so beautiful, just on sight, right? Because I had already loved her voice, and there will never be another Whitney. Let's just say that, because her voice is so
say that all the time.
There will never be. The national anthem has never been the same since. Okay. But when I met her, I was like, oh, she fine, and she a little fiery. Come on, Whitney. Because, you know, in the media, people only get to meet your pictures. Mm-hmm. They don't get to meet the personality. And when they meet the personality, they're like, damn. So I did at the BET Awards. And
did you when you met her, your song was already out. Your song was already... Mm-hmm. You know, so she knew it. Like everybody that knows that song. Even if they can't put a face to the song, they know that motherfucking song. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, because that song plays in rotation in grocery stores, in the car. Like, girl, it would just come on, and the bitch would be like, "Ow," you know. I promise you, finally could come on right now, and I'm definitely gonna be, yeah. So here's the thing: songwriters, record producers, they always try to get that one big track that'll last through generations.
Right.
Did you know when you heard it that it was going to last through generations like this? Like,
Man, I had no idea. In fact, I was totally caught off guard when they kept working it, which is different now. So this is the difference now. When Finally came out, they worked Finally for about 8 months. Finally was on the charts for 33 out of 52 weeks, which you don't see because right now it's like people put out music every 3 months. They get impatient. We're in a euphoric society. So when in the 90s, when they put out music, right, they would keep working it with radio until they got exactly where it wanted to go. So when people were like, I love it, they would come up to me and tell me stories. Girl, I got married on your song. Girl, I had a baby. Girl, it was my birthday. Girl. And I was sitting here like, I would be touched every single time. They're probably like, oh, you hear that all the time. But people don't understand, like me as an artist, I always appreciate it. Like, I love it. And I'm thankful that, look, here we are in 2020, still listening to Finally. And people are still loving me. So people should never take for granted the fact that what the fans add to what is going on in the world. And we can see that in these streams because guess what? There's no crowd. And I'm going to tell you right now, artists are missing and they're missing and the fans being in the audience. I'm telling you, if anyone ever dumbed down what the fans or people who love their music do, this is the time for people to understand that the fans are missed. If you looked at BET, very well put together. Whoever did the production, it was amazing. But I have to be honest, I missed the crowd and the audience. Them panning to the crowd.
And listen, here's the thing, Queen. This is what Craig and I have been talking about the Queen Supreme Court show that we do. Like, we like doing the virtual thing or whatever, but it's just not the same. Like when we have our guest judge sitting next to us and we able to bounce that energy off, even if there's no audience in there, or even just like me 3 or 4 people out there, whatever. And it's Craig and I bouncing off each other. Like we bouncing, the chemistry is good, and the people are enjoying the show. This is why we've been kind of like we've kind of like and. Why I like Maddie in the morning is because I built it in a virtual arena. This show, the Queen Supreme Court, I built that in an arena of 2 people bantering, bouncing off, So for me, it's like this is cute, but I like the in person. I like the rawness, and the fans are able to feed off of that or whatever. There are people in the comment section, CeCe, they asked, they said, where did you grow up? And scroll down here, Mo. This Miss Kitty, I see it. No, down, not up. Up is this way down. Yeah, Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty says, can we talk about CeCe, please? Where she grew up, early years, stage plays, royalties, any upcoming projects? She's married. We have questions.
So Miss Kitty, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. My early years, I was probably about 11 years old, and I always told my brothers and sisters, hey, I'm gonna be a star. They was like, go out and play. You know how they be like, baby, go out and play. They don't believe you, right? I started with my first stage play, and I was like, oh, this is my home. This is what I want to do. Grew up in Arizona from the age of 11. We were in a military family. So I grew up in Arizona, and I came here, and I said, hey, this is what I want to do. So in 1989, I'm aging myself, but I think I'm 38 anyway. So, hey, so I went into the studio when I was 19 years old, right? And y'all quit Googling because y'all petty. Look, so they petty. Let me Google her age right now. I'm 50, just so y'all know. Anyway, so I got in and I did my first song with Marvelous JC called Give It All You Got. Then I went to A Boy Pooch and I did I Like It, where I told Craig that's where the signature right. They were like, how did that come up? I said, I forgot the words and filled in some shit, right? And so then I kept doing it and people loved it. So here we are now. They were like, hey, we love your songs. We want another song. I gave them Finally, and right now, this is what it is.
So is it on? They also want to know, is Finally on TikTok? Because TikTok needs to, because like all of this new age shit coming through, like Instagram, all that stuff. Like I think we need to be, that song needs to be connected to that. That is so iconic.
Thank you. You know who did something really funky, and I didn't see it on TikTok, but Ricky Thompson did. I see you, girl.
Ricky T, yeah.
Remember he did the TikTok, right? And it had gotten 1 million views. But hey, just so y'all know, if y'all want to do a TikTok of CeCe, I always show love, and y'all know how I do this. Like I put stuff in my story and I repost. If y'all do a TikTok, I'm gonna put it on My Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So y'all show CeCe some love. Give me a TikTok.
Now, CeCe, listen, Queen. We love good stories, good positive stories or whatever. But we a little messy over here. You know that.
Look, I was watching the show, girl. I'm ready.
We're a little messy over here, so we got questions.
Come on.
What was a big run-in that you had in the industry? Like, what was a big run-in? Like, who have you had a rivalry with anybody?
So I have, but I can't really say the name.
Okay, we won't ask the name, but just give us a scenario.
And maybe we can guess it.
So this person,
let the people
we
dig
cool,
up,
right?
It.
Me and this person were cool, and well, actually, there's two. And one I already settled, and you can go look it up. So it was me and Monica met before we got into the industry, and she was younger than me, and she wasn't in the industry yet, and we were at a Black Expo.
You said Monica.
But this was before she got in the business. So let me tell the full story, just so y'all don't be doing half of the shit, y'all, because y'all will take a portion to be like, Monica getting a fight. All of a sudden, we helicopter. So listen. So this would happen. So my handlers was like, "Hey, you gotta go." And Monica, I had met her. She was singing. I said, "I'm sorry. I gotta go." I think that was the instance, just if I'm being sure. I don't remember if that was the exact thing, but I think that's what she was talking about. And that's what I put in my story. I don't remember that being an issue, but you felt some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you felt some type of way, let me address it because I'm grown. And so I wrote her a letter on the Jasmine Bread. It's on the Jasmine Bread. And I said, "Hey, I don't remember that was an instance of being dismissive with you or any type of way with you." I said, "But if you felt that way, let me address it." Yeah, go to it, TS. And so I
you see me over here.
Yeah, girl. And I'm gonna tell you because I love her, because I love her music. When she had "Don't Take It Personal," I was like, every woman has felt that whole scenario, right? And so I was caught off guard when I saw the story. I'm like, dang, I don't remember acting like that. I don't remember acting funky. I remember I may have had to leave, but I don't remember acting any kind of way. But if you felt that way, let me please address it because I love you more than that. So it was on the Jasmine Bread. And then I had somebody else, and we're still not cool right now. And I'm not going to mention their names.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We could just talk. We could just take
one question.
Okay.
There go Craig. See that? There go Craig. Now let me.
Here you go.
I gotta do a disclaimer. Y'all know that Craig be the one that makes the dockets.
Craig,
and y'all always bringing that shit down on me.
This is just my Hampton University degree kicking in. My journalism degree. The person that you don't want to mention, was it a person that had any hit songs?
Yes.
They did have hits.
Yes. Don't be trying to guess because I'm not going to tell you. Don't start, Craig. I can see the wheels turning.
Listen, my alcohol kicking in. Let me add a little bit to it, girl.
Look, come on, TS. Like, look. So this is what. So me and the person were cool, right? At least I thought that we were. I didn't never have a problem with the person, but other people had a problem.
You notice I didn't even specify gender. She just keeps saying the person.
That's right. The person, right? Okay.
I know how you do. Listen, and so me and the individual,
the other human.
Look, when you said that, I was hollering. But anyway, so me and the other person were cool, right? And I was like, I don't even know why we have a problem, but they were doing Passing Petties, which is the name of my new cartoon. Check it out. But anyway, they were passing petties, and I was like, all I'm trying to do is help you out with what you got to do. And then I saw them in person, and they were passing petties, and I was very highly upset. And so we don't talk right now, and I thought we were cool. So you think you're cool with somebody?
Well, has she had a hit in a while?
That she didn't say she. You have to say has the individual.
Don't do that. Come on,
Because they already listen, Craig. They've already made out that I'm a messy show. They said it's messy. They said I gotta do cross division with black women. No, there are things that went on in the industry that we could just say. Now she's talking about it.
The individual, what'd you say? The human being.
The human being.
Oh, okay.
The only reason, look, the reason I mentioned the Monica thing because that was out in public, and I definitely love Monica.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to make people understand that, hey, sometimes just because you didn't realize it doesn't mean that you don't have to address it, because you do need to. If you love somebody, then you address it. But the other person, I'm just gonna do rest in bitch face right now.
Well, he or she knows because they possibly watch the show because everybody be tuning in to see what TS is doing. I was just
they want to. They know what they did, and they was acting shady.
Was she a part of a group at one point?
Craig, why are you being messy? Craig, damn!
You know what, Craig?
Damn!
I need you to get to the point. So I'm gonna need you. Look, I did not say he or she. Do not start. Look, who are you referring to?
Craig, damn, man.
Was it Jody Watley?
Craig, don't you do Jody?
Was it Jody Watley?
Jody Watley, Craig.
No. I love
Just
Jody.
people over there putting Jody Watley.
Well, hold on. Did Jody have a problem with me?
No.
Okay. Are you just creating shit?
I'm just guessing now. I'm just reaching.
Are you creating shit? I'm like, what, Craig?
Look, they said it in the comments. Jody Watley.
Look,
Craig, you was messy.
I said
Craig, you messy. And see, Craig, the thing about it is you may get this tea on So Much to Say podcast, girl. Where CeCe slides on into the So Much to Say podcast.
CeCe, come on over to my podcast, girl. It's called So Much to Say.
Girl, let's go, girl, because you know we'll have a good time. Don't play with me. Folks mess around and get helicoptered. That's
oh my God. So they listen, they over there talking about break the tea. We want to know that because you listen, as an artist and you growing up and your song is on the chart, listen, Queen. Mm-hmm. There is no denying that song has crossed over. Even with my former co-host, who I don't fuck with today, she has a song that has went over and crossed over. That's like you girls have these, but I don't know if she owned any rights to it, girl. You know.
Excuse me, did I feel a petty? Hold on, did I?
Anyway, well, it's always good to know.
Right.
You know what I call that? Listen, you know what I do? I'd be like, you know what I tell people for TS? You know what I tell them? I'd be like, what? Don't you see that? They'd be like, where you up at?
Because it's great about ownership and having ownership to something and then hearing it on the radio and knowing that a check is coming in to you and a check is coming. We can't take away from I'm never going to take away from people that are legendary and legendary in the things that they've done. Like, listen, people out here are now searching for a hit. Like, you can have a lot of songs. That's cute to have a lot of songs. But when you have a song that transcends from boom, 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 boom. I'm 43 years old, Queen. I could turn 60 years old right now, and that bitch will still be saying, hey, yeah.
I love it.
I'm telling you, like, it's just that has to be something. It has to feel good to walk in the grocery store while you shopping. Because it was in the grocery store the other day. I was in the grocery store. And I was like, damn, this should be on my show.
You know what? People will tell me, hey, I was just in Subway, it was playing. Hey, I was just in Lowe's, it was playing. It was like, and even myself sometimes, I'm like, I sit here like, damn, this song really has lasted through the 90s. Like, for me, I feel like that's definitely a blessing. And I'm sorry, y'all. That's one of the little things I be messing with my hair. Forgive me, because I know people get on my ass all the time. It's a fly running through this motherfucker. It's old nasty fly running through this bitch, and she won't stop. And I'm like, girl, you embarrassing me.
Get your ass over here, sit down.
Girl, but I really am. I was really like for real because I'm telling you. Let me tell you a funny story. So when Finally first came out, I was in an apartment. I had a little Pathfinder, and I was like, I don't want to go get no house because I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, 6 months, 8 months. You know, I said, time to get a house, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So I like grazed my time because I had never been in the music industry. I was innocent when I came in. I came from the church. And so when I came in and then I realized people really loved it. And I was home probably 3 weeks out of a whole year when Finally first came out that first year. Then I said, oh, it's time to get me a real spot.
I mean, there have been times that I've been out of the country and I've heard your songs.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, Craig. You got a passport, girl?
Bro, you know I got a passport, girl.
I'm talking about Craig. Craig, you got a passport, girl?
I've had a passport since I was 16.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's how you had messed up with that woman's husband that was over there fighting in Iraq.
Well, that was my second
what happened?
That was my second passport, CeCe. And I write about that in my second book, CeCe.
Has she go peddling these books? How she go?
No, it's called One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, a memoir. No, I love Brandy. I do love
I do too. Brandy can blow. She has her own sound. There's not another Brandy.
You need to tell that to this lady right here.
I did not say Brandy could not sing.
She still does not see it for Brandy.
Craig, don't do me like that. Now I done had drinks, so you know I done had this drink, this shit, this.
Listen, I'm gonna say this about Brandy.
Don't do that.
I need y'all over here in the comments. I need y'all over here.
Vocal acrobat. I call it vocal acrobatics along with Fantasia.
The girl is bad.
I'm telling you, she got her own lane. That
she does.
Always on my mind.
Yes.
You're always on my mind.
Brandy's bad.
She has her own tone.
So let's get down to this, Queen. We got 90s groups and singers. SWV. In Vogue. In Vogue. Deborah Cox. Escape and 702.
Yes.
So you watch these girls come in, and SWV had the song Weak. I get so
weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me.
Yes. Then we got In Vogue. We got In Vogue. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes, indeed.
Then we had Deborah Cox's. What was Deborah Cox? Nobody's supposed to be here.
How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
Yes, I tried that love thing for the
last time. My heart says no.
Yeah.
Then we have Escape. As I stand here contemplating on the right thing to decide, will I take
the wrong direction?
Come on, Gwen! Oh, my love! Come on, Gwen! What will I know? What lies ahead for me?
Come on, Craig.
I have strong determination.
Come on.
I'm not afraid to change. I have yet to find that someone.
I don't know all the words.
To satisfy me, to stay with me. Oh, oh. Who to share this empty space?
Yes. Who can I run to
when I need love?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then and then we had 702. Where my girls at? From the front to back. See, I ain't feeling that. Throw one hand up. Can you repeat that? Trying to take my man. See, I don't need that. Yeah, yes.
You know what my cut is? I don't really want to say.
I don't really want
together. Come on,
That's
Greg.
my shit.
Get it together.
Yeah. That's my shit.
So, CeCe, during this time when all of these songs were going on and you were listening to these groups, did you want any of these songs that they had? Did you want any of them?
You know what? When you hear other songs, like you might be like, oh, that's something I know I can sing. Okay, so there was only one song that I heard that probably was like sounding familiar to me that I was like, hey, that would be something that I would do. I never knew there was a love like this before.
My girl, fake.
Never had the love.
Yeah. Now that we have come
To be.
Come on, let us do it, Craig. A brand new life.
I can't see.
Come on, CeCe.
Try to be a special part of me.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
That one, like, to me, I was like, ooh, that's something I would have did. Like, I love that. Like, it's some of Mary's little song, I want to be happy. Like, that was, like.
Guys, if you just enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Or if you're already here, click that bell up there, one of them, and subscribe so that you don't miss this or any other excellent content that I have for you. Don't meet me here, beat me here. Ciao.